Hey everybody, it's Yaasha Sabba with Sky Unlimited Legal Advisory, skyunlimited.law. We're going to answer your estate planning questions today. This one's more of a real estate question. The questioner is saying, I plan on selling my house next year with a capital gains tax of $1 million. Wow, that's a huge tax. Should I not work this year in order to qualify for a 0% tax rate? I can't afford to not work, or this person can't lose their job, basically. I just want to pay my taxable income as low as possible when I sell my home, but I'm not sure on my thoughts. Okay, well, this question's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. It sounds like you don't want to pay taxes. And you know what? Make your money, pay your taxes, be a good citizen. But yeah, you can lower your tax liability a little bit. $1 million tax is really high. So that tells me you have had a lot of success and a lot of gains on your home since you own it. So that's congratulations. Make your money and pay your taxes. Now, if you have a home and you're selling it now, remember, the federal government gives every individual $250,000 as credit from their gains. So if you had $1 million in gain, take $250,000 off, you're only going to pay taxes on about $850,000. Did I do that math right? No, $750,000, excuse me. From there, the capital gains tax is going to pay those taxes. Now, if you're married, your spouse, if they're co-owners of the home, you could put your spouse on the home as a co-owner, leave them there for a few months, and that is a $250,000 credit for each of you, $500,000 saved. So if you have $1 million gain, then you're only going to pay taxes on $500,000. This is the natural credit that the government gives us when we're selling real estate in order to allow us to not pay such high taxes. Because yes, us normal people paying taxes on capital gains tax on $1 million, that's a lot of money. But realistically, if you want to go a further step from there, there might be other ways where you can put a home maybe in a trust, maybe in an LLC, you can transfer that over, but you're not going to be able to avoid capital gains taxes. There's no such thing as paying zero taxes ever. And to change your job in order to not pay taxes, well, guess what? That's not going to work either. You've been working now, hopefully this year, and if you just stop working and you have no income, you still have capital gains. So 0% income doesn't mean 0% capital gains tax. It's a whole different tax when you sell a home. Income gets income tax. Selling a property or an item that has like stock or collectibles, like a collector car or even Bitcoin, where the value goes up, when you pay capital gains taxes, it doesn't affect your income. So you are misunderstanding how taxes work on the sale of your home. You do get a credit. This is a very common thing that a lot of people know, so you might need to Google this a little bit more in order to understand. There are ways that we can help clients lower their tax liability, but that is when you're dealing with family and you're doing a lot more family planning, generational planning of your assets, transferring maybe a business or your real estate from one generation to the next. And a lot of that relies on familial sacrifice, meaning you own your home, and instead of gifting your home to your child, which is what I talk to a lot of parents about, don't gift your real estate to your children. Instead, keep the home in your name so that when you transfer the real estate to your child, when they inherit the home, there's what we call a step up in the basis for taxes. So for example, if you have a child and you want to continue owning this home, when you pass away, there's a step up. Instead of that $1 million gain, the basis of your home, of what you originally purchased the home at, goes to the fair market value at the time of your passing. What does that mean? Your child inherits the home at fair market value. If they then sell it the next day that they inherit it, no gains, no capital gains taxes. That's how that's done. This is what we're doing with families that have family investments, family real estate assets that they want to pass on over time. But if you need to sell that home today, if you've got to move, or if it's rental property where you just want to consolidate and move it over, there is something called a 1031 exchange where you can defer paying taxes and you can move the home, sell it in one place, and then within a short period of time, around 6 months, buy another home of like value, or either you put more value in or you take some value out, pay taxes on the amount you take out, but the rest you don't pay taxes on because it's still another rental investment. Do you see that? So that's what you can do with your rental property. You can defer your taxes. But in the end, we all have to pay our taxes. This is our responsibility as citizens so that we can have infrastructure. If you like the roads you're driving on, if you like the electricity that's coming to your home, if you love living in civilization, then you got to pay taxes. That's the bottom line to it. So stop trying to pay no taxes. Start thinking, how do I lower my tax liability legally so that I don't have to pay so much? What options do I have? Can I make plans to do something else than just to sell the home and take all the cash? Now, if you need liquidity, if you need the cash, you're gonna have to pay taxes. Deal with it. That's life, okay? But there are ways where maybe we can minimize. But to pay zero, that doesn't make sense. And I'm sorry, I can't help you there, all right? All right, that's it for now. Anyone, you are always welcome to ask me questions around estate planning, asset protection, family generational planning, business succession planning, long-term care planning, all kinds of planning where we can come together and we can help you understand your tax liability from there. And then I'll answer them here for free on our Ask Me Anythings. That's info@skyunlimited.law. Take care, everybody.